Hello, my name is Amanda Greenslade and I'm the Managing Director of Australian eBook Publisher. I've created this video to share with you my team's expertise on fixed layout ebooks versus reflowing ebooks. What's the difference? Fixed layout is suitable for those jobs where you want to control the page layout, no matter the device. If you already have a book in print, you should have some PDF mock-ups or impositions from the printer. These are basically a fixed layout because the layout or design does not move around, no matter what device you read the ebook on. Advantages? The advantages of fixed layout include the fact that the production of professional-looking, highly visual ebooks will be faster and cheaper if you already have a printed book designed. The fixed layout ebook version will appear to be the same as the printed version. The workflow and quality control therefore is simpler because the designer and editor can do a visual comparison from print to ebook. Also, in fixed layout you can control the page layout, meaning that you can design a new fixed layout ebook from scratch, specifically for tablets, positioning everything and designing the text at the optimal size for reading on devices. There are different size devices, however, with different screen size as well as different resolution, so it pays to engage a professional team to find the right balance during the design phase. Disadvantages? Distribution and device support for fixed layout ebooks varies. There is not a set standard like there is for a reflowing ePub. Sometimes the code used for a fixed layout ePub for Apple iOS is not compatible with Android devices. And when it comes to distribution on Amazon, they have their own fixed layout format and software to create it. Apple also offers an Apple-only fixed layout format and software to create it called iBooks Author. With Android vendors like Kobo and Google Play, we can usually release the Apple fixed layout ePub, or a slightly modified version of it. Barnes & Noble Nook allow upload of PDFs. Some books will depend on the zoom capability of devices to be readable. This presents you with some challenges in ensuring your fixed layout ebook is any good, making sure it is readable and easy to use for your readers. The key is to test your fixed layout ebook on as many devices as possible, or engage a team like Australian eBook Publisher to do it. Reflowing. Reflowing simply means the person holding the device can adjust the amount of text that appears on screen. It is compatible with all e-reading devices and apps because the text reflows to fit the screen. Your book will be easy to use and read on mobile phones, dedicated e-readers like the Kindle Paperwhite and other e-ink e-readers, as well as small and large tablets. Advantages. The reader can adjust text size and double tap to view images larger, as long as larger versions of the images are included in the ebook. It is a strong advantage for your book to be usable and readable on all ebook devices because this lets your distribution, selling and marketing reach the widest range of people with the least effort. Reflowing requires only two versions of your ebook, an ePub and a Mobi. The Mobi is for Amazon, the ePub is the standard used by most other ebook vendors. Disadvantages? The layout is more basic, although if you work with Australian eBook Publisher, we have specialised skills in applying eBook designer's touch to your reflowing ebook to make it exciting and professional to behold. Another disadvantage with reflowing is that hyphenation, widows and orphans appear depending on readers' settings. Fonts can be changed by the reader. Images should usually be centered in their own paragraph, as it is difficult to achieve text wrap that will be any good on all devices. Fixed layout works best for image-heavy books with text over the images, children's books, graphic novels, textbooks with semantic use of design and layout, books with text wrapped carefully around images, magazines, highly complex page layout. Reflowing works best for most books as long as you are prepared to have a flexible understanding of the layout, as it will change from device to device and from app to app. It is an especially good choice for novels, memoirs, reference books, and any book with a lot of text. On this slide here, you can compare some pages from a book we converted to both fixed layout and reflowing. Both of these screenshots are from an Apple iPad. Notice that although the reflowing version on the right has a less appealing layout, it is easier to read as the text is larger. In order to read the fixed layout version, the reader has to pinch and zoom, then drag their finger around the page to keep reading each section of text. So, fixed versus reflow is not just visually different, the user experience is very different. In a fixed layout, the user must pinch and zoom to read the text, then swipe around to get to it all. In a reflowing ebook, the user can easily read it on any size device. They can make text larger or smaller to suit them, and it will reflow as needed. As you can imagine, this book viewed on a small device like a mobile phone would be quite frustrating in fixed layout. The example of the reflowing version of this ebook continues here. As you can see, it is commonplace for widows and orphans to appear in a reflow. It's just part of the format and not something that readers will be concerned about anymore. This may sound like a typesetter's nightmare, but actually it can be very liberating for a designer. Reflowing ebooks are a lot more like a website than a printed book. Here's another example of a fixed layout ebook. We converted this from the existing print layout. The page size was not quite perfect for Apple iPad, which is why you see the grey lines at the top and bottom. It is actually difficult to make a fixed layout ebook that would fit perfectly on all the different types of devices. And with this book in particular, there may be an argument for keeping it with a gap at the top and bottom, because when you press on your iPad, a menu will appear in this position, effectively covering anything on the very top and bottom of the page. It's good to use flexible thinking and design, not seek black and white rules with ebooks. Things are changing at a rapid pace. It's really up to you to try different things, test, and if you aren't a designer yourself, track down a professional team to make your ebook publishing journey as smooth as possible. Try to get hold of a spread PDF, left and right page together. Load this onto an Apple device to get an idea how it will look. You'll find that PDFs can be zoomed in a fairly limitless way. Fixed layout ebooks are a bit more limited. On Apple iPad, you can view a spread, a single page, and zoom in twice and have it hold there. The third zoom in requires you to hold your fingers on the screen. And with Kindle devices, it is not possible to zoom in except on the latest Kindle Fire HD. You might be wondering why not to just use your PDF as an ebook, but you cannot distribute PDFs through major ebook vendors like Apple, Amazon, Kobo, and Google Play. PDF is an Adobe format, whereas ePub and Mobi are a more open type of format that is easier for the publishing industry to share as a standard. ePub and Mobi are a lot less likely to hang on devices than PDFs, especially when it comes to larger books and multimedia books. Thank you for watching this video on fixed layout versus reflowing ebooks. I'm Amanda Greenslade and we are Australia's ebook experts.